Yeah, that's
Oh,
wild.
speaking of Coochie rap,
Uh,
there's one song I forgot to add. Thank you for reminding me. Hold up.
see,
Yeah, because honestly, with this list right here, I kept it strictly Juice Crew. I want to keep it strictly Juice Crew because yeah, he's done dope shit for like the LLs, the Lords, the Underground, and so on and so on. But
is it top seven Marl beats or albums?
like beats, it was beats and
Beats.
shit. Yeah.
Okay, it's hard to pick seven. I only picked out the stuff that's not Juice Crew related, except for like Kane. Because Kane had to be on the list.
Wait, so you
And
picked like stuff he beats he did for other artists besides Juice Crew X? Is that what you're
nah,
saying?
it was. I picked like other albums that he did outside of the Juice Crew.
Oh shit, because
You
I
know what I'm
mostly
saying?
just kept the Juice Crew with my shit. Hold on, let me change. Let me
Nah, this
change.
I picked because I thought that's what we were doing. I thought we was doing the stuff that he did outside of the Juice Crew though.
No, I want to keep it strictly Juice Crew, but it's cool. It's cool. I'll change the title. Um, I'll change the title and shit. In a minute. Just give me a
Yeah,
second.
because he did a lot of great stuff outside of the Juice Crew to me. Like I didn't like too many of the Juice Crew albums.
I feel you. Yeah, you. Speaking of Juice Crew, I was watching Unk stream. I was watching Unk stream. He said Kane's not a pioneer or some shit.
Who said that?
I was watching Unk. Y'all talking about like
Oh yeah,
about Kane.
yeah, because he doesn't like Kane after his first two albums.
Which okay, I'll
I,
give
I
him.
got
I'll
I
definitely
got
give
more.
him
He
that.
said did you see the part where he said Patti LaBelle's not a legend? You missed
I
that
saw
part.
when he said. I saw that. I saw when he said that KD was better than Jay Dilla. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, I was like, what? I'm like, nah. KG was dope. He's not better than Dilla. Fuck no.
KG is underrated though. I will give him that.
He underrated, but his run was limited. Like after 1999, he had to go to R&B and do shit for Jaheim. Like he didn't have a longer run like than Dilla. Dilla's still coming out with shit, and he's been dead for like what, like 20 years already.
That part.
Nah, he's not better than Dilla. But again, he thinks Dilla's overrated, so
I mean,
I don't see it.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna say he's overrated. I'm not gonna
I
say he's
think I
overrated.
think fucking Metro Boomin is overrated.
But I do feel that his earlier shit from like '96 to like the J Dilla, I feel like that does not get noticed a lot compared to the J Dilla era. That's my opinion.
Yeah, but he,
That's
he
my
got better after that though. Like the
he
2000s
did.
Dilla.
Yeah, I'm not denying that. But to me, I feel like when he was doing shit for like De La, that very first Slum Village album,
Mm,
Far Side, hell, fuck it. I'm gonna go there. Beats, Rhymes, and Life.
uh-huh.
Like honestly, when I first heard Beats, Rhymes, and Life, the production I was not really too crazy on, but over the years, I really loved that the production on that album with him and
Uh-huh.
Q-Tip. That it don't sound like it was from like '96 and
Right.
stuff like that because those beats sound more like 20 teens and some shit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody wants to say, "Oh, Beats, Rhymes, and Life was ass." Beats, Rhymes, and Life, the production was
That was great.
okay. Beats, Rhymes, and Life is not touching the first three albums. I'm gonna keep it a
Nah,
buck, but I feel like it's probably their most underrated album in their discography.
it is for sure.
Now, the Love Movement, I had my
I didn't
issues
like
with
that at
that
all.
one.
Did not like that.
It was
That
it
was
was
that
deep.
was pre. That was Q-Tip was telling niggas, yo, I'm going solo. So
That was
get
his
ready.
2 week. That was his 2 week notice and shit.
Yeah, I did not like
But
that.
but
I never bought it.
it did have some. I feel like the guest appearances
Mm,
made up for the lack of chemistry Tip and Fife was having at that time because I feel like that was really the destruction of Tribe was the dimension of chemistry was especially when Tip brought in Consequence.
uh-huh.
But then when they did that, we got it from here. That was such a dope ass send off in hip hop.
Facts. Facts.
Like it
Definitely.
got to the point I don't even want a no new Tribe album. That's what I say.
You don't want
I
another
love.
try album?
No, I feel like they just ended it off right there, in my
Right.
opinion. And that's not a shot against Tribe because I'm a huge Tribe fan to the day I die.
Right.
But back to Jay Dilla, it's like the way how he was using those production of him and Tip and stuff like that too. It was like more atmospheric. Like
Mm-mm.
picture like Sade's like if you just mix Sade's Love Deluxe album and mix it with Massive Attack's second album Protection, that's the
Oh,
best description
right.
of JD's production at that time.
Mm.
But see, with the J
Yeah.
Dilla era, which
Oh.
I do love the J Dilla era.
Mm.
But again, people were craving about the way he was doing them soul samples and everything. But at the same
Right.
time, too, yes, it was dope the way he used it. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Especially with the Commons and the Erica Badu's and the D'Angelo's and so on and so on. But you could tell he learned a lot from like RZA and stuff
Right.
like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the
Facts.
same cats that was
I
craving
agree.
this whole quote unquote chipmunk soul, this whole chipmunk
Mm.
soul, like especially with the Kanye, like yo, y'all really do realize the RZA was doing this shit with the Wu Tang forever. And
Right.
again, I'm not shit about Jay Dilla. I love Jay Dilla. I love Jay Dilla. He's
Uh.
one of my top 5, 6 hip hop producers of all time.
Uh.
But at the same time, too, it's like I just wish the JD era was more recognized compared to like the Jay Dilla era.
Wow.
And I know that might be a controversial hot take. That might be a I'm not saying he's overrated because I don't know what Uncle's saying. That's all on him.
But he don't. He don't. I don't know. Unc is very old school, so it's like you have to be extra special to really. But he don't like the Isley Brothers. He don't like Casual Bell. So I don't know.
Oh,
Unc is he have his own taste.
don't get me started on that shit.
He have his own taste. I'm like, what? You don't like the Isleys, but you like Glorilla? Oh Lord,
But the Isleys has 6 decades of dope
explain
music,
that
man.
to me.
Like over
He's
six
he's in
decades.
love with Glorilla, but he hates the Isley Brothers. I don't get this. Do not understand that.
That's yeah, that's your boy, boy.
Don't understand. Yeah.
That's your boy.
So he will find anybody. He will say Larry Smith is better than Dilla. He will find anybody to say that they better than Dilla because he just don't like Dilla. He's not a Dilla fan.
You said Larry Smith?
Yeah, he loves Larry Smith. Any beat maker that you could find that's been around for a
Oh,
minute,
oh,
he will say.
Okay. Now Larry Smith is dope. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. I mean, I shit. Larry Smith is dope though. But I see what you're
He's
saying. I see
dope.
what
I'm
you're saying.
saying, but it's like anybody you could find. You could say your next door neighbor that does beats on his SP 1200 is better than Dilla. Anybody that's been around for a minute, you will say is better than Dilla.
But if he says Jermaine Dupri is better than Dilla, I'll be like, okay, nigga, okay, nigga.
Not when it comes to hip hop. Great songwriter. You know what I'm saying? But like if we keeping it strictly hip hop, Dilla is a better producer.
Facts. Mm. I might have start this in about 5 more minutes. Y'all funny, man. Y'all funny as hell.
So what are we calling this? We calling this the best Marley Marl. Why don't we just call it the best Marley Marl Productions?
That's what. Yeah, that's what I'm just gonna go with.
Yeah,
That's what I'm gonna go with, my dude.
that's top seven Marley Marl beats off of any album, not just
Yeah,
Juice School, but off of because he did shit for CNN. Remember he did LA.
that's true.
No, he did stuff for Lords of the Underground and the Youngsters and so many others. So
Well, I'm just gonna go with my list, and I'll add some
okay,
honorable mentions.
all right.
Inshallah.
My list is gonna be everybody else than the Juice School. You know what I'm saying?
You funny, man.
Everybody else than the Juice School. We got the Juice Crew videos coming. We got that coming. When is the EP dropping? Anybody know?
I heard it was dropping either this week or next week.
Okay. So we got that. So that's already done. So that'll be all Juice Crew shit. This is for my list is gonna be outside of the Juice Crew, except for One Kane album. Everything else is like outside of that.
Respect. All right. We might as well just get started. What's up, you two? How y'all doing? It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try in the building with me. How you doing, Try?
It's good.
All right. So we're gonna talk about a legend right here. We're gonna talk
Yes.
about the great Marley Marl, and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Originally I was gonna say just true cool beats, but miscommunication and all that shit. So we just like, you know what, fuck it. We're just gonna fucking call it best Marley Marl Productions. My list has been already done because I was trying to work. I worked on hard on this list, so I'm gonna definitely have some honorable mentions here and there. You know what I'm saying? Can't speak for Try. I don't know how many honorable mentions he got and stuff like that.
I ain't got
So
none. It's just the seven. I
shit,
could give you honorable mentions. I ain't write it down though.
I feel you on that. I feel you. All right though. All right, so let's get this shit started. You know what I'm saying? My numbers, my list is not really in any particular order. To be real with you, I just picked some shit. So I'm gonna start off with MC Shan with "So Deaf" from the Born to Be Wild album. This is definitely one of the more underrated beats he's ever came out with. That Born, I need to get my hands on that Born to Be Wild album. That shit is hard to come by these days. I started on vinyl years ago, I think for like $8. I didn't think anybody was gonna buy it, but somebody bought it and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is a classic Marley Marl beat. You know what I'm saying? They definitely used that Ohio player sample, which I'm not going to say what sample he used, but it's a very popular sample. The way how Marley filtered that, added that heavy drum sound and shit like that to give it more like a jungle bass kind of combo going on and shit like that. So definitely one of my favorite beats from him. To be real with you.
So like I said, I got CNN, LA, a very one of the best diss tracks going at the West Coast at that time when you had Mob Deep with they went at Pac, would drop a gem, and LA was fire. Like and now the album version that was Marley. The original joint I heard on radio was they used the New York beat. After the Dog Pound used New York for dog food, and then we heard CNN on that original beat, and then when the War Report came out, I heard the Marley Marl joint, the remix, and man, they killed it. You know what I'm saying? Even the video was fire. You know what I'm saying? And they definitely had to respond to the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a lot of artists over here that was responding to them. I feel like some of them were scared or whatever. But Mobb Deep and CNN definitely represented, and that whole What We Put album is a five mic classic. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely love the beat. I love Capone. His verse was fire. Noriega. Whole infamous mob did their thing on that one.
Yeah, that's definitely a dope beat. Love that dope usage of that Al Green sample
Yeah.
that they use and shit like that. I know it's ironically because Biggie also used that sample and shit like
Right,
that. But
that's right. Yeah.
I kind of go back and forth who used it better, RZA or Marley Marl. I'm gonna have to go. Oh shit, damn.
I like the CNN
Oh,
usage. I think they used it better.
I gotta go with the way RZA used that shit because he made that shit like close to horror. That's like some of the closest shit RZA did to horrorcore and shit
Right.
like that too. And in case y'all are wondering, Biggie used that shit for a long kiss goodnight from Laugh After Death.
Hmm. Yeah,
Classic song, in my opinion. You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? My number two, I gotta go with my man Big Daddy Kane, just rhyming with Biz. You know what I'm saying? From the Long Live the Kane album. This is definitely a classic album, in my opinion. Probably my favorite Kane album, to be real with y'all and shit. And it's funny too, because Kane always say that he also did some work and bought samples over to what's his name, Marley and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Dope usage of that James Brown, that classic James Brown sample. I'm not gonna say what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whenever him and Biz, I wish him and Biz did some more work together. Him being Big Daddy Kane and shit
Yeah.
like that. You know what I'm saying? They definitely had a dope ass fucking chemistry and shit like
Right.
that too. You know what I'm saying? So definitely one of my favorites from this album.
Definitely. Um, I have number 6. I got. Biz Marquee, Nobody Beats the Biz, my joint, fire track. You know, that's been sampled by like so many people, and just Biz going off. No pun intended. And one of my favorite Biz Marquee albums, and I Need a Haircut was classic, and you know, Biz just killed it. Just killed it lyrically. The beat sonically was fire. The bass line, rest in peace, Biz Marquee.
I love that going off album, man. I love that going off album so fucking
Hmm.
much. You know what I'm saying? That's like some basement quality vibe and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So my next, I also have a Big Daddy Kane song. That's my next one.
All
Another
right.
one, Young, Gifted, and Black,
Hmm.
from the It's a Big Daddy Thing album, which is probably my second favorite Kane album. Well, I go back and forth and shit. I go back and forth, but yeah, man. From what I looked up, this is actually the last beat that Marley did for Kane. From what I looked up,
Yeah.
which I felt like was very interesting. I felt like was very interesting and shit like
That's
that. Because
that's when Kane fell off, when he stopped using Marley.
you said that's what you said you think so.
Yeah, that's when he fell off. When he stopped using Marley and he started using, Mo B and Large Professor and all that. And
Now wait a minute, wait a
I mean,
minute.
they gave him heat, but it
Obi
was
gave
like
him some heat though.
they
Oh,
did, but sporadically, like those albums that they were on wasn't great albums. You know what I'm saying? Like he picked the wrong singles. When his first two albums was done, well the first one was done by Marley, but second one Marley had like two or three joints he did on there. My favorite joint on there is Young Gifted and Black. You know what I'm saying? But after that, he don't work with Marley again. After that, he went to Teddy Riley and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And but it's like, yeah, he had some dope joints on the latter albums, but none of those albums were great. That's why he don't perform it live. When you see Kane live, he do not perform none of that shit live. It's only the first two albums. That's what he did at the verses as well. He did only shit from the first two albums. You know what
right,
I'm saying? If you ever went to see Kane and you was hoping he's gonna do Come On Down, he ain't doing it. I saw him live. He ain't do it. Only the first two albums he stick to. He ain't doing nothing from Prince of Darkness or Looks Like a Job for and all that other shit that he was dropping.
right. But yeah, man. I definitely see your point. I definitely see your point about all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I was saying. So yeah, so this was at the last beat because this beat was actually done during like the early stages of the It's a Big Daddy Thing album, which ironically that album had more a variety of producers from like Prince Paul to Easy Mo B and so on and so
Mhm.
on. And I always love this beat right here. It uses a classic, I want to say Aretha Franklin sample and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? And Kane is definitely still on battle mode. You can still see some traces of like Long Live the Kane on this track right here and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like it's one of his all time best tracks he's ever came out with and whatnot too. So yeah, fucking fire.
Yeah. Um, I got Big Daddy Kane from Long Live Kane. Ain't no half stepping. This the whole shit that really set it off for him. No pun intended. Really set it off for him. And still to this day, that's like, I want to say at this point this is like his signature song. You know what I'm saying? Like he still performs that at shows, and it was the first single, and I love the beat. Just the scratching by Marley, the sample by Marley, everything about it was fire. So many quotables on that. It's a classic hip hop record, like top 50 for me.
Classic, classic.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. I'm gonna definitely go with Marley Marl with Biz Markie and Heavy D rewrite the songs and stuff like that. That came from the In Control Volume One album. Definitely my favorite track off that album, if you ask me, next to the symphony. Um, Rest in peace to both Heavy D and Biz Markie and shit like that. You know, one thing I always loved about that song was the fact that um, you had the contrast of styles. You know, Biz Markie was known for like his slow comedic sound, and then you had like the versatile flow and the versatile and charismatic energy of Heavy D and stuff like that too. And if you ever watched the Apollo performance of this track, and then I kind of like that version a little bit better and stuff like that. Heavy D was doing a little bit more scatting on that version and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, it's been said. I've heard rumors that originally that was supposed to have gone to MC Shan because MC Shan was doing some work on that beat from where I looked up.
Wow.
Um, I don't know. I don't know how. I feel like this beat was definitely more tailored for Biz. That
Right.
slow, because Shan was more of that faster kind of pitch. And when he does the slower songs like that "Love Me Lonely," ah, guys, try. Nah, I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm good
Oh
with
no,
that.
I
But yeah,
tried.
yeah, man. See, we talking hip hop history right here, yo. Like, what other motherfuckers talking shit like this? You
I don't know. They
know,
ain't.
doing this. Yeah,
This one, for number four was hard because that's a very underrated album. I think if it was promoted more by Warner Brothers, it would have been a great album. To me, it's her best album. Moni Love, her sophomore album, in a word or two. Love this album from 1993. Yeah, Marley doing Marley Marl and Prince. Yes, Prince from Minnesota, the purple one, has did production on here. And I love Marley's production for this one. It was gritty. Like I feel like his sound was changing at this point in '93, and especially for '93, like when he was doing Here Come the Lords and 14 Shots to the Dome and stuff on the Youngsters the Aftermath album. Like '93 was a big year for Marley Marl. And for
right.
this album, nobody talks about this album. I don't know. Did we do a review on this or no?
Yeah, we did a review on both of them.
Nobody talks about this album. Like her first album, people know her first album. Money in the Middle, It's a Shame. That was a great
Money,
album.
hey,
Yeah. You
hey.
know what I'm saying? Down to Earth was a great album. This second one, I always felt like nobody mentions it in discussions, or I don't know why. But this is like during the time when I think she had just had her kid, or she was about to have her first child, and she had a beef with Das Effects that I didn't even know about back then. I think you told me about that. Like she had the beef with Das Effects. Was it Das Effects?
No, I think she had a. That's I don't. I never heard. I know
That's
she had an issue with Jeezy. I know she had an issue with Young
Yeah,
Jeezy and
that
shit.
that which makes no damn sense. I don't even understand that. I got an issue with Jeezy. He can't rap. I got an issue with him. But I thought it was you that told me she had beef with Das Effects or some shit like that.
Let me look at that. We've done like 1,000 of these shit sometimes, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but she like the first album was very different. It was different sounds in the first album. You had like a little
Oh yeah,
yeah, you told me that she had beef with Das Effect. I
yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
about
Cause that Mo Money line. She had a song on Mo Money talking about it's a board to the brain, diggity diggity diggity, shut the hell up and stuff like that. So yeah,
that.
but I
I
think
don't
she
know.
was, I think she was dissing motherfucker Jack in that style. Cause
Right.
you gotta
Oh
remember,
yeah.
Karis Warner. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
No,
to
no,
cut you
no,
off.
go ahead. No, but I mean I said like yo, that time Das Effects had beef with Low Tug because Low Tug was claiming that they style. I'm like, Das Effects and Lords of the Underground don't sound nothing alike.
But you see what the gag is? See,
Right.
that's the fact, man. They had that Iggy style, and when everybody started using that Iggy style, a lot of motherfuckers was dissing them. Because I remember Karis One,
Right.
he did that Yo MTV Raps freestyle and stuff like that, where he was rhyming over the "We in there" beat, and he had a line where he said, "What's all this wiggity wiggity and shit like that," which I feel like he's dissing motherfuckers at jacking their style because you got to remember
Mhm.
they did that song "Represent the Real Hip." I think they called "Represent the hip hop.
Yeah, he's on there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right,
So and you gotta also remember Ice Cube had Das Effects
right.
on
Yes.
the Check Yourself remix, and I feel like
Yeah.
when Q added that shit and that shit became a big hit, a lot of motherfuckers got mad and
Right.
stuff like that too. Now Lords of the Underground,
They
they
don't
weren't doing
sound
that
alike though.
they don't do that 80s shit, man.
Yeah,
They had a
they
more
don't sound alike. So I like, where did they get that from? Cause they, when you listen to Here Come the Lords, even their second album, they don't sound nothing like Das Effects.
Now that's that Here Comes the Lord's album's fire. That
Yeah,
has some of Marley's
definitely.
dirtiest. Ooh, we gotta talk about that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
for sure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with a. There's a song called Wheel of Fortune. It's the first track on in the Word or Two, and she's basically talking about the dating scene and how like she's coming across these different guys that she's dating, and they all got an issue. Either they're broke or they can't fuck, or you know what I'm saying. There's different issues, and it's like playing like being on a game show and as a contestant, and you're like playing Wheel of Fortune. And so I like the whole reference to like Wheel of Fortune, classic game show. And the beat was fire. You know what I'm saying? Like Marley did his thing on there. Like I was saying, like her first album was different sounds. It was hip hop. It was R&B. She was tackling many different issues on this album. It was motherhood, and dating guys, and she had a storytelling track where she's like talking about a guy named Raul that she was friends with, and she was liking him. I think Raul had took his life. It was similar to like Poor Georgie. But in
Right.
the Word of Two is a great sophomore album for her. I love the production by Marley Marl, and even like I said, Prince was on here. He did Born to Breed, and he did the title track in the Word of Two for her, and it's a great album.
Um, definitely, definitely. So yeah, you mentioned Biz Markie going off, so I gotta go with the Nobody Beats the Biz and
Mm,
everything from the going off album and everything. First of all, dope usage of that Steve Miller Band sample,
mm,
which I felt like that was very groundbreaking because see when Run DMC sampled that Rock This Way from Aerosmith gave a lot of motherfuckers the leeway to do them rock samples, and Biz Markie was actually the one who picked that sample. See,
right.
that's the thing. Biz Marquie's sample choices should be studied, in my opinion, because a lot of samples that he was picking back in like between 88 and 92, 93,
Mm,
a lot of motherfuckers didn't start using them samples until like the mid to late 90s and shit.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when he did Kid Capri's The Tape. He did some of the production on that one. Him picking the samples for Granddaddy IU's
Right.
Smooth Assassin, which I still need to get my hands on that album. Oh my god.
Mm.
The second album, I didn't really care too much for
Really
that one.
careful.
Nah, that was Death Row Syndrome. Rest in peace, Granddaddy IU, but I'm just good with the first album. Fuck it. But yeah,
Yeah, with that.
nobody beats this. I mean, but Marley Marl did hook up with some of classic Marley Marl drums and shit like that, which I fucking love. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? So yeah.
All right. What we at number three,
Uh,
number two,
yeah, 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 yeah.
number three. I got Loves of the Underground. Here Come the Lords. First album, classic album, production done by Marley Marl and K Def. And I'm gonna go with Funky Child. Funky Child was my joint. I slept on Lords of the Underground when they came out with Psycho. Like I remember when Psycho came out, but I didn't really care for it. And then I believe Funky Child was the second single. I was like, yo, this shit is fire. The beat is bananas, the horns on it. You know, they played that on the radio, they played that in the club, everywhere was playing that joint. Video Music Box was playing that video every day. I think that's what made me go out and get the album. It was when Funky Child came out, and then right after that they dropped Chief Rocker, another banger, and the whole album. When you hear joints like Float On and Sleep for Dinner was one of my favorites, and Lord Jazz hit me one time. Phenomenal album, five my classic, and yeah, like that's another album that needs to be discussed more too.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I'm trying to get my hands on those albums too, to be
Yeah,
real with
yeah, they so really I had it on cassette, but I want to get it like on vinyl or CD.
you. Right. Uh, Now we're gonna go into my man Coogee rap with that "Road to the Riches" subtitle from that "Road to the Riches" album. Now, you know, Coogee rap and DJ Pole's first album is often I feel often gets kind of neglected when people talk about influential mafioso rap albums. Granted, Wanted Dead or Alive took that concept to a whole nother level, but I always felt like whenever I think of like some of the production on this album, it's like a more, how can I put this? It's like if Long Live the King was recorded on a street corner. Kane was influenced on being the battle rapper slash smooth operator, while Coogee Rap was trying to be like the fucking godfather of hip hop and
Yeah,
everything. And whenever I think of a beat like Road to the Riches with that fucking fast paced piano beat and everything. And 1989 was really Marley Marl's experimental year because you got to remember that same year he did Craig G's The Kingpin and he did Roxanne Shantae's Bad Sister. Both albums, he was trying to do that whole house music kind of shit
right.
and everything like that too. Which y'all know how I feel about Marley's house.
I don't know.
You're not the Jungle Brothers. I love Marley Marl, but you know, Jungle Brothers, it really only worked for them. Queen Latifah,
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like Native Tongues, they had that house hip hop on deck. Marley
right.
just stick, and I respect the fact he was trying to do something different. But Craig G, I just feel like he let me down the most with the Craig G the Kingpin because he was a he was killing it on In Control Volume One. He was killing it, but then
Yeah.
yeah, we y'all know the rest.
Another
And
rapper that they ain't got a classic album to his name. Great lyricist. His albums ain't good.
but when he dropped fucking Road to the Riches and shit like that, this was you see had some instrumentation, especially with like songs like She Loves Me Not, and then
Right.
the Cars joint, which samples that song Cars by that I think his name was Gary Newman, I think. But to me, the self-titled song Road to the Riches is like the premier Marley Marl track on that album and everything like that too. I almost put Truly Yours. I almost put Truly Yours on this
Ooh,
one, but I was like, yeah, I gotta go with Road to the Riches and shit.
fire.
Oof. I just get chills just talking about this album. Oof.
Mhm.
Sometimes I just get chills, man.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Fire, fire. Yeah, man. I'm going with number two, the Youngsters No Mercy album. That was the third album in then that came out in 94, 95. That came out. And
Yeah.
yeah, you had production by Marley Marl, K Def, Karan from the Youngsters did some stuff, Destro, and Marley killed it off the bat. Like first track, Hip Hop Ride, that was the first single. Fire, classic record. That's another song that doesn't get mentioned. Just them paying homage at that time in '94 to the hip hop community and shouting out everybody from the West Coast with Snoop and Dre to Queen Latifah and Naughty by Nature in the South, and they have a video for it as well. Great record. The beat is banging, the bass line. It's definitely like a party anthem when you think of like Zhané, Hey Mr. DJ. They have like the similar beat, and I loved it. I loved it. Everybody did a thing. Ty J and Tariq, they killed it, man. Marley did his thing on like other tracks on that album as well, and K Duff and classic record.
Definitely. All right, and the last song I'm gonna put on this list, man. Whenever I think of underrated Juice Crew albums, whenever I think of underrated Marley Marl production, Master Ace's "Take a Look Around" album. But the song I'm going to talk about is a song called "Brooklyn Battles"
Mm,
and everything like that too. Oh my god, this is like one of my favorite beats he's ever came out with and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Now, this song was also co-produced by Master Ace too, which he also had a hand in the production for the majority of these tracks. But at the same time, Marley took this production to another level and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Dope usage of that Eddie Kendrick sample and stuff like that too. Da dun da dun da dun 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 dun. Oh my god, the way how Master Ace was just flowing on, the way he was flowing on that whole album, man. Like that whole album, that's the perfect album to listen to at night, like driving at night and shit like that. That 1990 might be Marley Marl's peak as a producer. Like
Mm,
that same year, he was doing Mama Said Knock You Out
mm,
like that too. I mean, yes, yes, he was.
yeah.
Mama Said Knock You Out. He also did he also did hella remixes for Cats too. Oh, he also him and Large Professor did Intelligent Hoodlums album,
Right.
shit like that too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He also contributed to that Force MD's album, the Step to Me album, the album that you fucking like.
God. No.
Shit, boy. But yeah, 1990, man, Marley was on another level, man. Like, oh my god,
Mm,
nigga, nigga.
mm,
But yeah, I gotta go that Brooklyn Battles, man. Oof,
yeah.
oof, I just get chills, man. Oof.
I'm a definitely number one for me is Mom Said Knock You Out. The whole
Yes,
album to me is LL's best album. The production to me that might be Marley's best produced album.
I
Every
agree.
song, so many hits off of that. Around the Way Girl and the title track and Booming System and a league 6 minutes and Jingling Baby, everything on there, no skips. My favorite LL album. That was the very first album I bought on CD ever. In 1990 was that album, and what a great way to start off a CD collection. You know what I'm saying? And the title track, he samples the Sly and the Family Stone, another classic by them, and Marley made it another classic in hip hop, and the beat was fire. It was so rugged and raw and street, and I love it, man. Like I never get tired of hearing it. It's been in movies, it's been in commercials. An iconic record for sure.
Definitely. All right. So I do have some honorable mentions here and
Mm,
there. I do. For this time, I'm not gonna do any juice school content and shit. So one of my first honorable mentions, I gotta go with LL Cool J. Man, I could easily pick anything from Mama Said Knock You Out,
mm.
but I'm never gonna go with this one track called Milky Cereal
Oh
and
yes,
stuff like that. You
Whew.
know, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna pick a lot. I'm gonna pick literally. I'm gonna pick the whole Mama Said Knock You Out
The
album.
whole
Fuck it.
album, right?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know because if I would say one song Mama Said Knock You Out, then I would say another song, and then I
Right,
would say I don't think I've really ever done that with a producer and shit like that.
right.
But if you guys really, 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 really want to study Marley Marl,
Mm,
it's shit outside the Juice Crew. That Mama Said Knock You Out album,
mm-hmm,
man, hip hop's first great comeback album and shit. So
mm-hmm. Yep,
I'm gonna cheat for this one. I'm gonna throw in them whole Mama Said Knock You Out album.
the whole
And
album.
if I would have done a top Marley Marl beats, at least four of those beats would have been in my top 10. But
Oh yeah.
uh but okay, let me be fair. Let me be fair now. All right, so I also want to do the En Vogue Hold On Marley Marl remix. One of his most underrated R&B remixes he came out with. Um Rip a Rhyme from the Youngsters and shit like that. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
that was fire.
King T's At Your Own Risk Buddha mix. You know, I'm gonna take it up here. I gotta go with that Capone Bone from Capone and
Mm.
Noriega Report. What y'all know? Oh, hold up. Aaron Hall, the Curiosity, Marley
Oh
Marl. It's
yes, fire.
Curiosity. Come
Yes.
on, man. Come
Oh
on.
yeah.
We can go all day. We can go all day with this shit.
Facts.
You know what? I'm gonna go one under the radar and shit like that. I gotta go with Karis One and Marley Marl. Hip Hop Lives and
Mm.
shit.
Okay.
Back in when they did that collab album back. Yes, Karis One and Marley Marl did a collab album back in '07 and shit like that. That was actually not bad. Not the best thing, but not bad either. But all right. Those are all my honorable mentions and shit for now.
I got a couple. The Shy remix with Jay Z. I don't want to be alone. Fire.
Uh,
He basically took the with the Biz Marquee beat for I think nobody was it nobody beats the Biz. Might have been nobody beats the Biz. Um,
Yeah.
and that was like later on in like the latter years of Video Music Box that became their theme song because they started with Houdini 5 Minutes of Funk and then they later changed it to the Shy remix. I love that Shy remix. You know, people forget Jay-Z did a lot of R&B remixes when he first came out. That was like always one of my favorites. You had World Renowned. That's another group that people don't talk about. World Renowned. I think the album got shelved when it was supposed to come out back in the '90s, and you know, Come Take a Ride. That was my joint. You know, that was released in '94. Come Take a Ride was fire. I don't know what happened to that group. I don't know if they broke up or what, but that album, that first album from them was dope. Tragedy Gaddafi, Grand Groove remix.
Ooh.
Come on, bro. Come on, Patrice Russian
Yeah.
sample. You know what I mean? Like that was I think that was like my introduction to Intelligent Hoodlum Tragedy Gaddafi was Grand Groove. Love that joint. You know, he's dedicated that to his grandma, and you know I could relate because my grandmother passed away in '93, and I love that song. Like just the remix was fire, classic remix by Marl. Chub Rock, Lost in the Storm remix. I like the remix more than the original joint on the album. The
I gotta
original
listen to
joint
that
was
one.
fire, but like Marley made the remix funkier. The beat was fire. You know the horns that he had on there. It was the bass line was fire. They played that more than the actual original mix on the radio at that time. Like people was
Mhm.
really feeling that remix. You know, there's so many others, man. At Your Own Risk, the King T joint,
Yeah,
The Buddha mix. Fire. I played that during the Marley Marl beat battle we did.
I
You know
remember
what I'm
that. Yeah,
saying? I used to be Rap City's theme song like early when they first started. When they had like Prince Dejour and the mayor Chris Thomas as the host. That was like their intro, and then they end up getting their own like original music. But yeah, King T, At Your Own Risk, fire. There's so many others. This man he did shit for TLC on their first album that was fire. You know, he done shit like you said for En Vogue and for BBD. She's Dope remix. I was just playing that today. Classic remix from the BBD remix album. Marley Marl's a legend. He has like I love a lot of his remixes and his production and his we would be here all day just talking about his remixes and stuff.
facts, my guy. Facts. Yeah, man. To me, Marley Marl's a true godfather of boom bap, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There was no Marley Marl, we wouldn't have a Primo, we wouldn't have P Rock, we wouldn't have a Diamond D and
Mm-mm.
shit like that.
We had no Alchemist, no Marco Polo. You know, they
Fuck it,
haven't been like some of the beat makers is doing it now. Like they got to thank Marley for that.
we wouldn't have Dr. Dre. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, right.
Because if
Dre
y'all
probably
listen
tell
to
you that himself that you wouldn't be no Dre without Marley.
because if you listen to that Straight Outta Compton album, you can tell Dre was influenced by like Set G and Marley Marl and all
Mm-hmm.
them cats and shit like
Right,
that.
right.
He, yeah, man. Because it's like, and that's not Set G. That's another one. That's another one right there who don't get his
Yeah,
just due. Because his production at that time was also on some other shit.
right. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Shit. All right, what time is it? 44 minutes in. Yeah, I guess Marley Marl. I guess anyone niggas ain't talking about Marley Marl and shit. Don't want to be in the comments and shit.
Yeah, that's
Whatever.
crazy. Marley Marl's a legend. What y'all expect us to talk about? Fucking Cardi B all
Blue
day?
Blueface.
You know what I mean? Like who?
It's all good. Don't even worry about it, bro.
Yeah, man.
Real ones, no.
The real ones know.
But other than that, what you got going on?
Tomorrow I'm doing a live with the Hip Hop Jedi's. We doing best hip hop tracks with guest appearances and features. And then Wednesday I'm going live 8 p.m. on my channel with Rocker Bash and Unk and Ray Lansky. And then I'm gonna be on another platform, but I can't say it just yet. It hasn't been announced. They haven't announced it yet, but I'll be over there once I'll announce it on Wednesday, hopefully. But
Interesting.
I'm gonna be on the platform, but they have to make the announcement first. I haven't. It's not announced yet, so nobody knows. So I can't make the announcement just yet. But I'm gonna be on the platform on Friday.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, just something different, and it's not gonna be different than when it comes to what I'm doing, but it's gonna be on a different platform, and it's a platform that I can fuck with. It's not bitch ass niggas talking shit about me. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a platform that we all peoples, everybody can come through and just have a good time. You know.
Well, I hope you have a good time in this one.
Oh yeah. Well, I've been on there already. It's just that it's gonna be official. The announcement on Friday. So
Gotcha.
after Friday, it'll be official. That's all I can say.
I bet. All right. Well, other than that, I'm gonna call it a night right here and shit. I gotta get ready for this trip tomorrow. I'm about to go see Diggable Planets tomorrow.
Yes. Oh yeah, they
And
were
shit.
here. They were here today. I had an invite to see them live though, but I didn't make the event in time, like because they were at Sirius Radio Studios in Rockefeller Center
Oh, nice.
with Sway. I believe Heather B was there too. I don't know if they're gonna be showing it on Sway's platform, but yeah, I had gotten the invite that they were doing an interview and a performance. But it was like it started like at 3:30. I hope they had it. I don't know if they had it because I didn't see no pictures of anybody posted it. But I know that I gotten the notice last week from Sirius Radio. But I mean they'll have other events. They had an event for LL's album listening party last year. So you know
Mm.
yeah. So they've been making the rounds. I know they touring right now. So shout out to They Were Planets.
Yes, sir. I enjoyed when we talked about on albums and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Other than that, hope y'all have a good night. Appreciate this try as usual, and I'll see
All right.
you over in. Oh, peace.
Peace.